Hey guys, it's Shannon with Our Piece of Earth, and today we are going to talk Latin. We are going to review the Prima Latina Complete Set from Memoria Press. So what this is a program to introduce Christian Latin to your children. So what you're going to receive in the complete set is the student workbook, the teacher guide, a CD that comes in a case, but ours has disappeared, and no matter how hard I look, I have not found it. So you will also receive a set of DVDs that are amazing, so amazing and helpful, and you will be so thankful for them. And you will also get a whole bunch of Latin flashcards. All right, so what does this program do? It's going to introduce Latin to your kids in not only a way that seems to be really fun, but it's also really helpful. It's going to teach the basic parts of speech while it's introducing Latin vocabulary and grammar to your children. So there are 25 lessons, and each lesson has a new grammar skill, 5 vocabulary words, a Latin phrase, and 1 line of a prayer that you just build on as you go. So they'll learn the first line 1 week and the second line of it the second week, but also they're repeating the first line, so they're getting the entire thing, not just part of it. So your students are going to learn the 7 parts of speech, 125 Latin vocabulary words, the numbers 1 through 10, and a whole bunch more. So I'm just going to go over one lesson with you real quick. So it's going to start with practical Latin. So it's a phrase that is in Latin but also tells you what it is in English. And most of them, or a lot of them, are probably things that you have heard before. Then it's going to be a lesson. So this one's on proper nouns. So it talks about nouns and what makes a noun a proper noun and gives examples. So then you're going to talk some more about that. And the vocabulary words will follow along with that. So these are Rome, Italy, Mary, Mark, Spain. And we're talking about words that are proper nouns in this lesson in Latin and in English. So the Latin prayer, and this is the one starting on week 11 that we're working on, is a new one. So the words that are larger and bolded and in green are the ones that they're learning that week. And the rest of them are just the rest of the prayer. And so then they will also learn some derivatives of the words they're learning about this week. So they'll have some review questions, questions from this lesson, words to translate, and then it says listen to track 11 on the CD and speaking Latin. So you'll check off these as you complete those tasks. There's a write and learn where they write each vocabulary and its meaning twice, and then fun practice. As my daughter says, the fun practice is really fun. So that is how you go through each lesson. So the way that my daughter uses it, let me go back here to lesson 3 since that's where I flipped. So the practical Latin, the verbs, and she learns a little about verbs here. And then they talk about the vocabulary words, which are all verbs. You can see here what I was talking about with the bolded letters, and that's the line they're learning in this lesson. And the derivatives. So what my daughter does is she will watch the DVD on Mondays, and then she will go through this also on Monday. And then on Tuesday, she will start doing the review questions, the lesson questions, the translation. Then on Wednesday, she will listen to this CD and complete these tasks. And on a Thursday, she will do the last page, the write and learn, and the fun practice. So my daughter actually uses this completely independently. I showed her what all the things were and what we had to do each week the first week, but ever since then, she does it on her own. We are helping with distance learning for a couple kids. So a couple days a week, I have 2 extra kids here, and it can get pretty chaotic because they each have their own thing to learn, and then I'm teaching my 2, and sometimes my youngest wants to do some school stuff too. So if it's a super crazy, chaotic day and it's loud and everybody needs something, she will often just skip the lesson for the day and she will just do more the next day. And she knows what tasks she has to do on there every week. So she just does it herself and she is learning so much, you guys. she'll walk around the house practicing the Latin prayer or phrases she has learned. And she'll sometimes ask me, can you help me? I don't remember the whole prayer. And to be honest, I don't know because I don't do all the lessons with her. So I am really considering getting a second workbook so I can do this with her because she is having so much fun learning and I really want to encourage that and I would love to learn with her. So if you are a parent going, no way, I can't teach my child this, have no background, I know nothing, I'm going to tell you, you can know nothing and it's perfectly fine. These DVDs are going to teach them everything. You don't have to do the work. Because believe me, I'm not doing the work. I don't know Latin. But so the DVD will go through the lesson and then also can go through their review and their work that they have to do with it. So this will teach you everything that you need to know. So you guys, this program is fantastic. I didn't review this one last year. I opted for something else, and I'm kind of bummed that I did because I really love this. My daughter really loves this, and we will likely do the next one next year because she is enjoying this so much. I don't have to tell her it's time to work on it. She just pulls it out and chooses to. So that is Prima Latina, the complete set from Memoria Press. So please do me a favor. I'm going to leave some links in the comments, and I want you to go ahead and check them out. Check out this program and other levels if your kids have done Latin before. And then I'm going to leave a link there also to check out what other bloggers have said about this program. So if you have any questions or you've used this program before, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey there. So this is Maggie. She is 9 and a half, and she's the one who's been using the Latin Prima